Saturday, November 1st, 2025. Sent an email to change my tickets for the Noah musical one last time. Better seats might come up, but it's too much hassle to keep changing. Was surprised by how loose the teacher assignment system is. Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. Sight and Sound replied that ticket changes can't be done by email anymore, and they'll call me. Refunds are allowed up to 30 days before the show date according to their policy, and now it's 31 days out. If I don't get a call by tomorrow, I'm wondering if I should make an international call myself. Monday, November 3, 2025. If Sight and Sound doesn't call me by 1 o'clock, I should make the call myself. I'm today years old when I found out there are so many apps for cheap international calls. Might as well download one since I might use it in the US anyway. Tuesday, November 4, 2025. Sight and Sound gave me a call just as I was about to try an international calling app. With the ticket thing done, I finally have nothing to do at night and can sleep well. Food prices in the US have gotten higher recently, so we should bring some food. Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. Finally booked an escape room after a long time. Not sure we'll do well since it's my friend's first time, and it's been a while for me too. I can finally use the government coupon there. Thursday, November 6th, 2025. About 10% of flights at major U.S. airports are expected to be canceled due to the strike. I'm worried because every airport we're going to on this trip is affected. I started a book by someone known for saving money, and it's pretty helpful. Friday, November 7th, 2025. The photo for my international driver's license was rejected because it matches my old one, so I have to take a new one. I heard there have been some booking problems on Agoda, so I'm emailing the hotels to confirm. I found a new dating show where people date and lose weight at the same time. Saturday, November 8th, 2025. The New York hotel replied, but Chicago didn't, so I sent it to a different email address. The district office always decorates things in a really cute way. I barely made it in time for the bike rental while using a burger coupon. Sunday, November 9th, 2025. The award business class seat for our departure date finally opened up. We finally went to an escape room and totally messed up as expected. Still, it was fun walking around Hongdae again after a while. Monday, November 10th, 2025. My mom suggested a family trip in the family chat, and my sibling only replied after she said our parents would pay. They even said they had no money at all and checked if our parents were really covering everything. I thought they had stopped being cheap about money, but people don't really change. Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. My bike share pass ended, and I'll get it again next spring. I'm glad a friend said my hoodie looked nice and asked where I got it. I picked it on a whim and later found out it's fairly known. Wednesday, November 12, 2025. My sibling insisted that you must take protein powder because you can't get enough protein from food. When I did the math based on what I usually eat, I'm already getting enough. Every time they repeat wrong information and stubbornly cling to it. Thursday, November 13th, 2025. I chose a nearby hospital for my health checkup, and it was clean and comfortable. On the way back, I got my driver's license photo retaken at a local photo studio. They photoshopped it way too much, so I asked them to tone it down. Friday, November 14th, 2025. I made a miles card because the cards I already have don't really have good perks. I also added AMD to my stocks. The New York itinerary is filling up with my mom's wish list. Saturday, November 15th, 2025. The glass water bottle from Diario cracked. Many reviews said it broke easily, so I won't buy it again. A doctor said, lifestyle matters more than genetics. Sunday, November 16th, 2025. Even with the same number of mandu, I feel less full when they're steamed than in soup. Some say Koreans are moral, but I think they just don't want to be embarrassed. Small thefts that don't get noticed, like taking toilet paper, still happen a lot. Monday, November 17th, 2025. The hand wash dispenser went off on its own at night and messed up my sleep. Getting an international driver's license took just 3 minutes. My mom found out you can visit 3 art museums in New York for free with a Hyundai department store card. Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. I finished booking tickets for a Christmas musical in New York. I used to agree with a YouTuber I watch criticizing Korea, but lately they've been pushing shaky info. It feels like they think their limited personal experience is everything. Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. I'm planning to visit Times Square Church on this New York trip, so I might practice some worship songs from their YouTube. I'm deciding which airport to fly into from Chicago to New York. Beyond flight price and timing, how easy it is to get to the hotel can really vary by airport. Thursday, November 20th, 2025. I heard that booking a rental car through a third-party site can lead to extra charges at the counter, so I rebooked on the official website. An unknown error kept popping up while booking Summit One Vanderbilt. So I fixed it using an international calling app I downloaded recently. Friday, November 21st, 2025. I found a modern hotel in Chicago and rebooked it. It's a bit farther from the parade than the previous one, but closer to other spots. Completed a pretty cool-looking itinerary for our U.S. trip. Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. I found out that I can turn my card points into airline miles or Diario points. Since it doesn't seem like any first-class award seats will open up, we chose our business class meal. There was a shooting in Chicago's Loop, right next to the hotel we'll be staying at. Sunday, November 23, 2025. I went shopping for a puffer jacket. As I was walking out with it, I realized the same one was cheaper online. I should buy it online and return the one I bought. Monday, November 24, 2025. We're leaving tomorrow, but later in the afternoon, 2 first-class award seats opened up for a flight 2 days later. I ignored it at first since it felt too rushed, but Mom said it might be worth trying first class. It was just a matter of tightening the schedule, so we checked with the hotel and switched flights. Tuesday, November 25, 2025. I tried to change the ticket over midnight, but the app would not let me do it, so I had to call customer service. Korean Air's Korean support closed at 10 p.m. yesterday, but the English line is open all day, so I used English. My mom waited until everything was all set, in case the change failed, and we had to leave this morning. Wednesday, November 26, 2025. The service in first class was next level from the check-in counter, but we had to use the business class lounge since the first class lounge was under construction. Since we stayed up all night to sleep on the plane, we could not fully enjoy the first class service. The best part was the soft bedding and the pajamas that went viral because of G-Dragon. Thursday, November 27, 2025. The Chicago hotel felt super cool and high-tech, the pizza was just okay, and the museum was awesome. I got the parade time wrong and missed the very first scene with the turkey balloon. The boat tour was satisfying, the observation deck was nice, and I ruined the hot dog by ordering it wrong. Friday, November 28, 2025. Today we went to Ark Encounter, one of the main events of this trip. I've been under a lot of pressure since it was a tight one-day trip to Kentucky, and my first time driving abroad. Luckily, the plane arrived early, the car rental was smooth, driving went fine, and we had enough time to see everything. Saturday, November 29, 2025. We enjoyed our last morning in Chicago at Millennium Park and the world's largest Starbucks. On the way to the airport, I found out our flight to New York was delayed by 4 hours because of the storm. I noticed there was another flight leaving an hour earlier than ours, and that's when the nightmare started. Sunday, November 30, 2025. The flight we switched to got canceled too, and we kept changing flights, but all the flights to New York today ended up being canceled. After struggling for 20 hours, the only tickets we could finally get were for a flight a day and a half later than planned. Knowing the only flight that arrived today was our original flight made me cry, and Mom cried seeing me go through that mess.